The first component of Nityananda Yoga is asanas. Asana happens when the body is bending, stretching, and aligning itself to the cosmic geometry. The context of asana is not restricting itself to some physical posture. It's not a place that the body is in, but a space. Nididhyasana, for instance, is when we are radiating excitement, joy, and bliss for life regardless of the physical positioning of the limbs. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda describes asana as steady and comfortable body postures to tune oneself with the cosmos. The most important understanding of asanas is it is not a practice at all. It is a happening, a manifestation, which happens through asanas. We do not practice sitting with God, we embody God, Paramashiva. It is from this space of Paramashivoham, when we are intent on the vow of living like God, that we are performing an authentic asana. Through intensely flowing through Nityananda Yoga, the body simply falls in tune with the cosmos. Nityananda Shivastambha Yoga and Nityananda Kundalini Raju Yoga is a tremendous possibility for the being to connect to the divine through the living avatar of Paramashiva, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda. When the yogi approaches the pole and the rope, they do so with great reverence and intention of physically experiencing oneness with Paramashiva. Seeing the pole as a deity energized through prana pratishta, the disciple can experience the highest state of consciousness and the awakening of the Kundalini without even performing a single movement. When we incorporate asanas and begin to align our bodies to the cosmic geometry, we can experience the ultimate strength and power flowing through us. The traditional asanas on the Kundalini Raju, the rope, are designed to elongate the spine, tune the spine to the cosmic geometry, and ignite the Kundalini Shakti. Through intense flips and twists, the internal organs get detoxified and the body becomes one of a true yogi. And while performing yoga asanas on the rope, many nadi points and marma points, vital points in the body where life force energy is concentrated, get activated and awakened in our physiology. When we are performing the Shivastambha Yoga on the wooden pole, we are moving with a powerful intention to be, grounding and establishing ourselves in the state and space of Paramashiva, all-powerfulness. The breakthrough happens when we perform these various asanas and mounts with this new context. It awakens the Kundalini Shakti within us, stimulating various nadi and marma points and unlocks countless blockages within our body. Through this yogic science, we experience the completion of limiting cognitions and gain powerful clicks that lead us to conscious breakthroughs, manifesting through us as the Shaktis of Paramashiva. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is Pranayama. The air you breathe is just a vehicle in which the prana, life energy, comes in and goes out of your body. This life energy is universal. Pranayama is where yoga reveals itself as much more than a mere physical practice. No other discipline has understood and presented the means to regulate and expand one's own life energy like yoga. The practice of pranayama leads to the purification of the energy bodies and its channels, called nadis, and to the ultimate experience of manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Through proper asanas, physical well-being is achieved. The nervous system is strengthened, and vital organs are regulated and brought into a state of health. Thus, the body becomes ready for pranayama. It is with pranayama that the real technique of yoga begins. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda says, "You will awaken the non-mechanical parts or subtle areas of the brain, a source of infinite creativity, which usually remains dormant in most human beings, will be accessible to you." Another component of Nityananda Yoga is Jabba. Jabba is the internal chanting of a mantra, with the visualization of it rotating around the throat in a circular way, allowing the yogi to feel the mild vibration of that mantra. When chanting, wear an energized Rudraksha bead exactly on the Vishuddhi chakra, in the hollow of the throat. This is the place where the air is getting converted into sound. If you wear energized Rudraksha there, constantly every word coming out will have the coat of that mantra. You will see this Rudraksha in the mild vibration meeting, and the Kundalini in you will be awakened. A Japa is one of the most powerful processes and techniques. It releases a certain kind of energy from your body and nectar from the throat. Bija mantras, seed mantras, refers to the single syllables mantras use to invoke certain deities. Bija mantras correlate to the specific chakras as we engage them, amplifying their power. Another dimension of Nityananda Yoga, Bandha. Bandha is internal awakening of the Kundalini Shakti. It is the active maintenance of a state of contraction or pressure in the body by the yogi. They pump energy into dormant or stagnant areas of the body. Here, bandhas are the bridge between the disconnected areas of the energy circuit in our body. These bandhas generate a certain flow along the spinal column, where there are energy points called chakras, which are storehouses and distribution houses for prana shakti. Performing bandhas help to push the Kundalini energy upward through the chakras. Thereby diseases can be cured and the function of their associated physical, psychological, and neurological systems can be optimized. Yet another unique component of Nityananda Yoga is Kalana. The Natya Shastra describes the combined movement of the hands and feet as a karana in sacred dance. It involves the synchronized movements of the feet, hips, hands, and even the fingers. The 108 Katanas can be seen frozen in various temple sculptures and were used in the sacred dance. For the very first time, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda reveals the effect of Katanas on the body and the mind and the breathing patterns that they are triggering. Performing the Katanas puts you into a state of high awareness of your body, engaging multiple body parts at the same time. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda delivers a major conscious breakthrough to the field of yoga through incorporating these dance movements. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is Mandalas. Mandala is a representation of the cosmos. The human body is the embodiment to the cosmos itself. Mandalas, representing the cosmos, and yantras, representing a particular deity, correspond to the internal structure of retinal and geniculate cells. Their construction is based on the tantric seer's intuitive knowledge of the mind's nature, its relationship with subtle channels of energy, nadis, in the body, and the human need for a symbolic life. The symbolism of yantra represents a universal pattern and the mantra, the cosmic sound. The combination of the two helps the sadhak, yogi performing the yoga, to transcend the normal frame of reference and achieve a higher state of awareness, in which the individual being and the universal being are one. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is Aushadha. Aushadha is an esoteric science from the Siddha tradition which is used to achieve the state, space, and powers of Mahasadashiva and gain access to the 25 states of consciousness. Like how a perfect mirror reflects the sun perfectly, so does a perfect body reflect consciousness. The science of Aushadha, sacred herbs prepared as per Agama, is a way to make the body like a pure mirror. Aushadha is a key component of authentic yoga to fully engage all the senses and stimulate the body through all chemical processes. One of the most important components of Nityananda Yoga is chanting. Mantra is a Sanskrit word that describes a sacred utterance, a sound, a syllable, or a group of words. A mantra has spiritual power with or without syntactic or literal meaning. A disciple needs to be initiated into a mantra by his guru, using the right procedures, mantra diksha, for the mantra to have its maximum potency for that individual. It is given by the guru and received with gratitude and respect by the disciple. Clear instructions are given in order to experience the truth of the mantra. Mahasadashiva is light, consciousness, while Adi Shakti is sound, creation. By mantras, a yogi can unclutch from external things and be absorbed in the sounds of the mantra. The goal is to focus more and more on the subtle sound. By abandoning the thoughts, a yogi learns to listen to the nada. Nada is a sound which is based on the premise that the entire cosmos consists of sound vibration. The practice of listening to nada leads to oneness with the ultimate. When the body bends in a sequence of asanas, the aura opens up. Therefore, only the highest vibrational sounds should be entering that space. That is why in the Nityananda Yoga sequences, the Sanskrit pramanas, scriptural references from source texts, are continuously chanted out loud throughout the Nityananda Yoga sequences. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is visualization. In the science of yoga, context and intention are everything. Why you bend your body matters. For whatever intention you move the body, that experience will be delivered to you. That is why in Nityananda Yoga, we maintain the space of yoga as a ritual, as a direct connection between and us. With every asana, it is important to maintain a strong visualization of that asana. When we keep a clear visualization of each form we are embodying, the body can settle into the depth experience of each and every posture. Abharana is another dimension of Nityananda Yoga. Each metal and jewel holds a certain energy and provides a specific benefit to the body when worn. Rudraksha jewelry is the traditional abharana worn by and while performing the Nityananda Yoga sequences. As the manifestation of the teardrop from Paramashiva's third eye, the Rudraksha energy bead is able to hold and radiate energy unlike any other stone. The Sundaravaram are the traditional Rudraksha earrings which provide balance to the body as well as increasing the space of listening in the yogi, allowing them to tune their body to the cosmic geometry during their practice. Wearing the Rudraksha necklace on the Vishuddhi chakra as the Kantamala given by the Guru radiates the energy of the mantra initiated by the Guru, acting as a mechanized Jabba for the yogi. Performing the Nityananda Yoga sequence while wearing the Kantamala and the Sundaravaram takes the ritual of yoga to the next level, infusing the yogi with the master's energy and oneness space at all times. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is mudras. There is a constant inflow of prana happening in our bodies through the nadis and the chakras, but much of it usually gets dissipated into the external world. This dissipation into the external world is responsible for the feeling of tiredness, confusion, and powerlessness that we experience. Mudra refers to the positioning of the limbs, fingers, or even tongue in a certain way to seal this prana into our body, a way of aligning to the cosmic geometry. Mudras are a way to stimulate the flow of prana shakti, life force energy and cosmic currency inside us. Mudras are psychophysical processes which take us to a higher state of consciousness. By positioning the body in certain ways to block the dissipation of prana and direct it inwards. The Shastras reveal the layers of benefits of mudras from health and longevity to the ultimate experience of transcending our limiting cognitions we carry as human beings and living and radiating the state, space, and shaktis of Shiva himself. It is mentioned repeatedly in the scriptures that initiation by the Guru holds the master key that can transform us from human beings into superhuman beings. Another component of Nityananda Yoga is weightlifting. Long before the rise of modern-day bodybuilding methods, weights were applied to the body as a method to raise Kundalini, expand one's consciousness, and connect to the divine, Paramashiva. This is why His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda says weightlifting is a spiritual quality. He has done intense self-research and has had a number of Akashic revelations from the cosmic archives, and has shared how this science was lived by the Nata Sampradaya yogis, who used weights in combination with their yoga practices. From heavy stones to wooden logs, weightlifting is not something new to the Vedic tradition. Adding weights with yoga, it will completely heal the whole body in various dimensions.